Alright, so I'm still working on my puppets and changing the design of them a little bit. I'm trying to make them look more like a dinosaur. So this one here, as you saw the video earlier, there wasn't any teeth in it. So I've got all of them done except for one. There's the last tooth right there. I still got to secure it in. That's what these long strings are for. I got to knot this part and then I got to tie it into the mouth. And I've also got to finish putting the arms on it. This one already has the arms on it. So this is what the arms look like. Yeah, she only put one on me. Hey, get out of the video. Ah, you cheapskate. Ah. So this is what they look like. All it is a chain with some small stitches in it. I always use the small stitches because they hold better. And they look better too. So when I put the fingers on, as you can see, I have a really long string here. That's to weave it into the material to get to the bottom. And the second finger over here will be the same way, so that you have a string on each side like that. And that's how I secured it to the body. And so the teeth are really simple. That's just a small stitch, a medium stitch, and a small stitch. These ones here, I think I actually have an extra one. This is what that looks like. So all that is a small, a medium, and a large stitch, a couple chains, and then as you can see on the longer side, there's just a couple extra small stitches, but it's basically the same way this side is. So that's how I made those, and then these here are made similar to the teeth, and the whole thing basically just started with a chain and then doing stitches. So I'm going to show real quick how I did the stitches. So there's a small stitch right there that you could see. So we're going to do the small stitch first. You just go through the hole, you come back through, and then when you do this, make sure you don't catch anything. And then you just go all the way through. That's how you do the small stitch. The medium stitch, you just go into the chain the same way, and then you just go under two, come back out, and then you go under those two like that. So there's your medium stitch, and here's the large stitch. Now this one you just go underneath only one, then you go under two, and then you just go under that. See, and you can already see it's starting to take the shape of that yellow part here. So it's really that simple, you know, and the hand was the same way. You could see the chain here, which is one of the fingers. So if you were making the arm, you would just use the small stitches, and then you would just leave some of it like that to make your thumb. That way there you have your two fingers already on the arm. Because when you're done, as far as before you put the other fingers on, you can just simply just take it and do a chain like this. And then you got your other finger right there. So all you have to do is worry about attaching two of them. If you wanted to make a puppet like for your kid or something, this just to give you a little bit of an idea. Now keep in mind, you know, there is different size crochet hooks. There's different size material that you can use, like different yarn. And there's even embroidery thread that you can use. So you just have to go according to, you know, what you want to do. And if it's a kid's hand, obviously you'd want to use something smaller because of their smaller hand. My hands aren't really big, so I made a smaller puppet. But this is something I learned in home ec class, is how to crochet. I will have some photos at the end showing some of the stuff that I did to get it done. And the other thing is, too, not that puppet, this one. If you try to do something like this, you want to make sure that each row has 2 less stitches than the first row did. So if this had 8, this needs to have 6, 4, etc. And when you make the middle part in here, you got to do one side at a time. But make sure that when you do that, that you don't end up with 2 long parts here at the bottom, because otherwise the mouth will be so long you won't be able to get it into the puppet when you try to stitch it together. So there you have it. Have a good evening and Happy New Year. Again, I'll include some photos at the end for you.